Previously on Steins. And now back to fucking up history.
Hello! This is NicoB, back with some more Steins.
Yeah, I know. I should be doing Danganronpa today, but I'm so fucking hooked to this right now. It's just like, Steins gotten so good. It's like, it's really just, shit is just going crazy now. It's like, I want to play more of it. I'm sorry. I'm really enjoying Danganronpa too, but also I believe this game is gonna be considerably longer than the Danganronpa game is. But I'm doing one more of this, and I'll get back. Then I'm gonna do Danganronpa next time, I promise. But when we last left off, Mayuri died like 30 fucking times because this game's. Despite me loving this game, it's also a fucking asshole. It's like, seriously, like, just imagine Nanako dying, except, you know, and she didn't come back, and it wasn't a good ending. It was just a bad ending. She died, and then then the game restarted, and they made you do it again, and then she died in a new way. It was always your fault. It was always your fucking fault. That's what I feel. That's what I feel about Mayuri dying all this time. It's like fucking hell. So crushing shit, but. I talked with Kurisu and she told me to go back slightly further back, but not as far back as I would personally probably go, but I guess just because, I don't know, I don't want to go too far back before we made the machine, and also because it could cause mental problems or whatever. But, I mean, how far back are we going? Like, are we afraid of going any further back than, like, a day or something? I thought she meant, like, going back to when you were, like, a child, you know? I thought maybe going back a few days would probably be alright, but anyway. Oh, also, some of you guys were like, it's like, Nico, you should give NicoB a less mad scientist sounding voice. I actually did try to do that. I don't know if anyone really noticed, but I tried to. I could tell that he was being less of the over-the-top scientist guy we've been seeing for most of the game, and I tried to sort of subdue that a little bit. I'll try to do it maybe a little more, but I don't want to change his voice like too much, if you know what I mean, because if I do, it sort of, when I give characters voices, you know, it's like, that's sort of like their personality there, and if I change it to something different, it's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like losing that character, if you know what I mean, you know? I don't know, because it's kind of hard to explain, but like, if I were to give him a deeper voice, it would sort of, I don't know, it's like, it's like trying to imagine the voice that I gave him, and then imagining that voice as normal, you know? It's like imagine him talking in a more normal way, but that's kind of hard to do. So I'll try to just be a little less over the top with it, maybe. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that works out. I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Needles in my brain, a whining in my ears. These sensations never get any easier to endure. I look at the clock, it's about 1:45. There's a high school baseball game on TV. In about 15 minutes, Kurisu will finish the time leak machine. All it needs are some final adjustments, so there's nothing for me to do but wait. As the pain in my brain subsides, I realize that my head is throbbing. Why? Oh, I remember. Right before this, I had an argument with Mr. Braun in which he introduced his fist to my skull. Oh, God. Here's at her sewing machine working on her costume. Dara's at his computer collecting moe artwork from the internet. Greasy's in development room upgrading the time leak machine. I sit motionless as the minutes tick away. Suddenly the sound of the sewing machine stops.
Okari, can you come here?
Yuri shows me her costume.
Can you hold this for me? Spread out like flap.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, I heard that. Miyoshi, say flap again. Do it. Do it for me.
Flap. Flap.
My insides are bleeding. I gotta flap.
Stop it, perv.
Follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves.
Okay, thanks.
Mayuri looks a little tired. She was working on this costume all night. But then she smiles, brighter than the sun.
All done.
I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember.
I finished for Chris John. We were racing. You and Mayuri, congratulations. But I'm finished too.
Risa finishes connecting the two cords she holds. Complete. Okay, sweet. Then you rely on I care for the future. All right, that's my cue. We're not experimenting.
Eh?
Crap, was that too soon? I came from the future to tell you. Ah! I'm you from the future. I come to warn you. Ah!
I just finished. You're already shutting it down? What have I been doing these past 3 days?
Time leaving presents a host of problems. I want to consider them all carefully.
Well, that's an unusually respectable opinion coming from you.
Yeah, let's just say a lot of shit happened, a lot of people died, and by a lot of people, I mean Miuri.
Problems? I thought it was done.
I'll explain later. Everyone's tired, so let's go home. We're not going to have a party to celebrate? We'll do that another day. Sorry, but, you know, we're all gonna die in a few hours. Managed to convince Dara and Miuri to leave. I lent Miuri my phone charger since we use the same brand of phone. Greasy tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back. Alright, so let's see if I can explain my way out of this.
What?
Are you upset?
Yeah?
Probably because I shot her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications. I came from 5 hours in the future. Greasy spears me with her piercing glare.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Her narrowed eyes make you believe that looks can kill. Don't glare like that. This isn't right. You're supposed to believe me.
What made you think I'd believe something like that?
You told me so 5 hours from now, okay?
Don't be ridiculous. I've never made such a baseless projection.
I'd like to have a word with future Kurisu. I probably have to say the thing to her, right? Something about the fork. It's how you're going to be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for word. When I told you about my time leap, you said I took it as proof that my theories were right. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine.
I don't talk like that.
What you want most right now is your own fork.
What?
Grease's face suddenly turns red. Ah, here we go. You already have your own spoon, apparently.
She said that? I'm gonna kill myself 5 hours from now.
Spear is generally shocked for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now.
Feels like someone peeked in my heart, and that someone is a NicoB of all people.
What does she think I'm going to do? I don't have any idea what that means.
But I think I believe you. Tell me the details.
Explain everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time.
I see. If what you say is true, then we have a serious problem.
There are 5 hours until Miuri's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
Future me said that the chronology protection conjecture holds, but I don't think that is quite right. The conjecture says that according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of disrupting causality. But when you time leap, there's no chance of a time paradox occurring.
Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. Just like Arnold when he goes back in time and he goes to fight the... All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So at the very least, time leaping can't cause the grandfather paradox. So I was right. The universe itself is censoring me, correcting any changes I try to make.
If that's true, then time leaping can't save Miuri. Nothing you do will change that.
I can't accept that.
Neither can I. The world is trying to kill Miuri. As I scientist? Damn it, typos! I refuse to believe such nonsense.
What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the world where Miuri doesn't die.
The many world is interpretation. That might have something to do with how Miuri's means of death keeps changing. But it's supposed to be impossible for parallel worlds to observe each other. Why are you different?
Because of my Esper power, reading Steiner.
It's no time for your Jinbyu nonsense.
There's no other explanation.
You mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Were you actually serious?
Why would I make up something like that?
Because you do it all the fucking time!
Oh, yeah. Our D-mail experiments prove that I can somehow perceive changes in the timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess.
I don't know, but I don't want to rely on something that may not even exist. Anyway, you can't control which possibilities you observe. Even if the many world interpretations holds true, it's unreasonable to expect that you'll ever find a world where Miuri doesn't die.
Wait, we're not getting anywhere. Instead of analyzing what I've done, let's think about what we can do.
Time leaping won't change the result. I just said that.
Then what do we do?
Calm down.
How can I calm down? Do you know how many times I've seen Miuri die? Covered in blood, gasping for breath, the light fading from her eyes, again and again and again and again and again! All I could do was watch. Hear my teeth grinding in my skull. Recalling that despair, that feeling of utter powerlessness makes me want to lash out at everything within reach.
Getting emotional won't solve anything.
You're only calm because you weren't there.
True, I don't know what happens 5 hours from now. To be honest, it doesn't feel real at all. But it's not like I don't believe you. I have to stay strong, Okabe.
Kurisu pats my arm. Her hand is warm and her touch is gentle. I like how I feel like whenever he touches a girl, he always like thinks like her slender fingers, sexy warmness, like he's like, ooh, female touching me good, How American of her. What? What? That's an American thing? Sorry. She's right, getting emotional won't solve anything. You need to calm down. Calm down. What I don't understand is how the cause can change, but the effect can stay the same. It's like causality itself is broken.
Maybe Kiryu Moeka shooting here isn't the real cause of her death. Maybe it's something larger and less obvious.
Maybe the creation of this fucking time machine!
For example, maybe she dies because we invented a time machine, or because CERN discovered her hacking. If that's the case, if that's the cause, then it doesn't really matter how she dies. Causality remains intact.
Can that theory explain why Nai pushed her in front of a train?
Oh, right. Huh.
Damn it, Nai. Damn it! God, I do feel bad for that Nai, though. If she still exists in some timeline somewhere, the rest of her life is gonna suck.
In a way, the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that and you deny all of physics. There must be a distinct cause for Mayuri's death.
So we figure out what it is and maybe we can save her.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
The problem is when the causal event occurred. If it happened too far in the past, then there's nothing we can do.
But I can travel to any time I had a cell phone, can't I?
No, it's still theoretical, but I believe that one leap with our machine has a maximum range of 48 hours.
Oh. Well, did we ever mention that at any point? I feel like that's something we should have mentioned earlier, then I wouldn't have been complaining all the fucking time. I don't think they ever said that. Kurisu, why did you wait this long?
So shut you up, Nico! You're fucking complaining all the time! God damn it! Stop trying to poke holes in the story!
48 hours. I can only go back 2 days. Why, yes? Why didn't you tell me that before?
For what? I just finished the timing machine, remember, you stupid fuck?
That's true. Oh, yeah. You didn't say anything about it either.
Oh, so that's what you mean. Maybe she didn't have the chance. We were too busy being shot in the face!
So how come I can only leave 48 hours?
I don't know. I don't understand everything that's going on inside that thing. But you can do you can do consecutive leaps, that is, as long as the time leap machine exists. For example, the time leap machine remains functional for 10 straight years, you could leap back to this moment 10 years from now.
Oh. 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 Okay, that's interesting. So I can only go 48 hours before the time leap machine was created, is what she means.
Of course, it would take a total of 1,825 leaps in order to recommend it. It's still theoretically, it's theoretically possible.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see, okay. So I would go back 2 days, get in my body, again, use the machine again, go back 2 days, get in my body, do it. Okay, I see what she means now. Then what's the problem?
Were you listening? I said as long as the time leap machine exists. But once the machine completed, think about it, dum-dum! Exactly, an hour ago, August 13th, 2010, 2 p.m., or thereabouts. It didn't exist before then. Before I took those two cables and put them together. Is it possible to use the machine before 2 p.m. today?
So what you're saying is, count 48 hours back. I can't go back farther than 2 p.m. on the 11th. Risu nods and her expression grave.
Most likely.
Can't you improve it?
Eventually, maybe, but certainly not now. I need a real laboratory with real equipment. It would be expensive, which means we need sponsors. Not a fucking microwave and a CRT television! And if we go looking, I'm pretty sure CERN would crush us. I mean, they're supposed to crush us in 5 hours anyway. I say that it's proven by the fact that neither you nor I have left here from the far future yet.
So basically, we can't do anything. You with the time leap machine, we can't stop CERN from killing me 5 hours from now. The hell was that? That moment I hear a sound from outside the window. What? Is it Moeka? She overhear us. I asked the window to look down at the street. Oh. Hey, it's Azua. Her bicycle's fallen over and she's scurrying to pick it up. So she totally caught wind of that.
Wow, may you stop talking so fucking loud about everything!
Look who's talking! You're doing it now! You're doing it now! Our eyes meet. Huh? Why does she look so pale? Her lips move slightly. Looks like she's whispering something, but I can't make it out from here. Hey! Bye-bye! Calls Suzuha, but she leaps on her bike and zips away. She's acting strange. I smell a conspiracy. Moeko's a spy, because Suzuha would be the same. I'm wondering... I think she heard that, so I... no, she definitely came from the future. I'm thinking she's the real John Teeter. You know, the one that we're seeing. She said that's not actually her father, but she's using that pen name because of her father. That is her father's, well, supposed real name, I guess. I don't know. She was... I'm guessing her father did the same thing, right? At some point. Maybe in the alternate timeline that... like at the beginning of the game, before the timeline got changed after that first message I sent. Kazuha would be the same. That's how she knew. Oh, that's also how she knew immediately that John Teeter in the message board wasn't her father, right? Because it's actually her. It's too dangerous to trust anyone. Suzuha's exhibited suspicious behavior, though not as much as Moeka has. She's only hostile towards Kurisu, and she was able to take down CERN's hit squad single-handedly. That was fucking awesome. I think she's a fucking bionic. She's bionic. She's a Terminator. You got me, it's I. Rips her face off. It's just fucking Arnold's face. It's I come to the future. Come with me if you want to leave. You sound ridiculous. Or does this missing father of hers really exists? Could he be the John Teeter who's been posting on the internet? What is the meaning of the name Barrel Teeter? Instinct tells me that she knows something. I dash out of the lab.
Hey, where are you going?
I know I don't have much of a chance of catching her on foot, but I have to try. Something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha was supposed to remain at the Brown 2 workshop until 6:30 this evening. When she overheard me talking to Greaser, she suddenly took off like a bat out of hell. Like a ball with gas. This has to mean something. Suzuha was already outside, but when she left, she was headed for her Chuodori. One of her phones on. I could just jump in the time leap machine and hop back again, and then just spring out on her and go, bah! Maybe I should just try calling her. Do it. This reminds me of something. Fuck it. I'm just doing it now. Do it. Suzuha, I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
What?
All because I acted like a spoiled child. This time I'm going. Bye.
No! Hey, Suzuha, wait! Stop again. She's going to disappear. Last time I lost sight of her near the station. She's gonna hop back in her fucking satellite thing. Search up and down Chuodori, but I had no trace of Suzuha on her bike. I have to be careful. They could already be around us here in NicoB. Come there around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I saw of her here before, so I thought she might be close by. I should corner her on my next time leap, press for answer before she escaped. I better get back to the lab. Start walking about the station, but just then, the people around me gasp and point. I was looking up at the sky. Here we go! Oh my god!
Holy fucking...
No, not the sky. The satellite embedded in the roof of a radio cockpit. Finally! You finally get it! Dude, I even got a fucking text message that mentioned how the radio satellite disappeared. I mean, I did look at it. I don't know why it doesn't occur to Akabe about this shit. You know? I mean, it was optional, but I feel like it should have affected his, I don't know, how he sees the situation. Like, it seemed like it was one of those things that didn't affect the story, even though it fucking should have. Why now? It's been there for 2 weeks, practically a landmark now. But everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time. So I turn up and look up. What? The lights on the satellite are blinking. Is someone inside? Who? Suzuha? Or could it be Moeka? His eyes remained silent throughout all my previous time leaps. What has changed? Obviously, the fact that Suzuha over my conversation with Kurisu. Previously, I lost sight of her at the station. In other words, right next to Radio Kaiken. Suzuha must be up there. Everyone's staring at the satellite. This must be my chance to sneak in without being noticed. Shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moeka. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I see is Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. So it is her! What's she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Teeter? Is it even a satellite? Nobody knows for sure. Maybe I should stop monologuing and just fucking go up there! I checked it online, no satellites fell out of orbit that day. When they do, whether by accident or design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's possible for one to land in such perfect condition. So what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body. Could it be a time machine? Finally, ding dong, ding 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 ding. Finally, you finally fucking realized it. I feel like everybody who's probably played this game realized that like, you know, like, like 10 episodes ago. There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. The elevator escalators aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs at 2 at a time. My lungs gasp, my legs burn, but I force my heart to carry me on to the top. God, really need to tell past self me to be more athletic. There's the satellite launch and radio against roof. I know wires holding it in place. The police was done so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open on the side of the machine. I see someone moving inside. Suzuha! Person freezes when I shout. Or under the satellite.
A cowboy in town.
Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her, I can see the interior of the satellite. It's surprisingly simple without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Inside, there's a black box the size of a desktop PC. The number is on the screen. 2010, August 13th, 2010. Below that, 1975, August 13th. So reach out to press the button. Ow! Ow, dicks! Sparks bursts in the panel, jerks back, her fingertips burned. What are you doing?
It's not working.
You know how to use that thing? She didn't reply. I see her shoulders sag.
It's not working.
The sparks had to be from an electrical short. My eyes are burning from the smoke. Answer me, Amane Suzuha. I swallow hard and then ask the question. It's a time machine, isn't it? Are you a time traveler? Their head hung low, Suzuha nods.
John Teeter.
Ah, yes! Woo! Fucking call that shit. I think I called that shit a while back, actually. I'm not too surprised by that. But Kabe's gonna be. Still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. So has calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers. Tell me what you know! What do you mean you're John Teeter?
Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Teeter's been posting on that channel.
I thought he was a guy. So smiles humorously.
Fooled you? Guess my camouflage worked then. Fuck yeah! Woo! I know how to talk with a penis, yeah!
Who are you hiding from?
CERN.
The stories you posted, were they?
True, mostly. A few exceptions.
It's those exceptions that bother me. So you came from 2036 and that satellite, that's your time machine.
I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but my time machine went and broke on me. Ding dong doodly. I real screwed up, huh?
Thought Teeter's machine was loaded on a Chevy.
Chevy? That's a car, right? Where'd you hear that?
The Teeter in 2000 said so.
2000? That might be me on a different world line. At least I haven't been in 2000, and I came straight here from 2036.
So it was someone else. Sure that Teeter never posted in 2000, not on the current world line. Doesn't matter, I can worry about that later. What do you know? First Suzuha answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape. You overheard my conversation with Kurisu, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What were you trying to do?
I thought it was my fault.
What?
Because I neglected my mission. Sir was able to put their plan in motion. Is it true?
So I suddenly grabs my shoulders. Ah! No, I'm supposed to do that. Ah!
It's true that CERN kills Shina Miuri?
It's true. I time leaped from 5 hours in the future.
Time leaped. So you guys completed your time machine.
I need answers. What do you mean it's your fault? Sue bites her lips and look away.
I'll tell you everything. I think you need to know. You and Mikisa Kurisu.
Oh, here we fucking go, yes. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Me too, Gato, me too. Oh my god, I am so fucking ready. I've got my coffee ready for this. Sexier than a moonless night, more powerful than a giant penis. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm just really horny for this moment for some reason. Okay. Kurisu, why Kurisu? I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. But first, I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it and ties it around her burned hand.
Thanks.
I like Suzuha. She's nice. She should probably see a doctor about her hand, but there's no time for that. Miuri's death is approaching. Let's hope she's not in too much pain. Wrap a towel around her hand to keep people around us from staring. Ah!
Welcome, Agreed! Oh, Suzu sounds with you too!
Ah! What are you guys doing back here? We get to the lab, Miuri and Daru are there for some reason. I thought I sent them home. Get out of here! Get out of here, Miuri! Go die somewhere else. Miuri gives me a ditzy answer, then I ask them.
I really thought we should celebrate the birth of the super Fomei-chan. So Daruko and I went shopping.
I should have known she wouldn't stay away. Risu looks as worried as I am. She leans close and whispers in my ear.
What do we do?
Make absolutely sure Miuri doesn't find out. Risu nods slightly. What are you guys whispering about? Are you whispering dirty things? I want in on it! How many times do I have to say it? No party.
Come on, Ocarine, that's no fun.
It's not about fun. That's Suzuha. She still looks depressed.
Suzu-san, are you feeling okay?
Suzuha, Christina, and I have important matters to discuss. That's why I have to ask you to leave for the day.
She wants to hear it too.
I think he's serious.
But Suzu-san looks sad. She's worried.
Oh, I love Miuri so much. She's like my favorite person in the whole wide world.
Sorry.
Suzuha hangs her head and bites her lip. Now she feels responsible for Miuri's death. But how is she related? That's what I'm here to find out.
I want Shina, Miuri, and Hashida Ataru to stay. This concerns them too.
Oh, alright, fuck, alright. Is Ataru your dad? Tell me I got that right too. So it says so, then I have no objections, but I quietly pull her aside and remind her not to tell them about Miuri's impending death. And I quickly explain Suzuha's true identity, that she posted on @channel as John Teeter, and that the satellite is really a time machine, that she came from the year 2036. Miuri looks like,
that's cool. I do that sometimes too.
A girl from the future? That's awesome! Can I shake your hand? Oh, I can feel your future powers getting into me. We're not playing around here, Daru.
What year were you born? 2017? That's 7 years. You haven't been born yet, but you're here.
You're so funny. I just want to hug her and pet her head. She's so cute. There's no time to deal with Miuri's confusion. All right, Suha, let's hear it.
Well, the gist is what I posted on that channel. I came from the future, the year 2036. In my time, the world is a dystopia ruled by CERN. There's no war, no conflict, but no freedom either. It all sucks. Fucking sucks. Dystopia. A society where activity is controlled by the government. In a dystopia, you're not allowed to eat bananas unless today is banana eating day.
Oh no.
If you break the rule, they'll throw you in jail without a trial. That's terrible. Miyushi loves bananas.
No, not Miyushi's bananas, no. What kind of sick, twisted bastards would do this? Forget about the bananas.
I'm part of the resistance fighting to free humanity from CERN's control. I'm, what was the guy's name from... Fuck! This John Connor, but then... Who was his dad again from the first movie? I can't remember, but I'm that guy right there! I came to the past, changed my present. From your point of view, I guess I should say the future. Change the future.
Change the future. She doesn't sound like she's joking.
What about finding your father? Was that a lie?
So it doesn't answer. I mean, it was a lie.
CERN is a research institution. They don't have political power. I've explained that to John Teeter several times online.
Online? Wait, don't tell me you're... Oh! Of course! Oh, that's so funny! Oh my god. And that's funny because I remember they sounded like really fucking pissed off all the time. And they were giving like NicoB and John Teeter so much shit. They were kind of a dick. I thought they were a bit of a troll. Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha. Of course, Kurisu. Duh! I should have realized that. I don't know why I didn't. You're Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha.
I like Dragon Ball Z, okay? Gohan is my husbando!
Kurisu turns red and looks away.
Teeter came forward. It's only fair that I do too.
In that case, I'll come clean too. I was... Just so you all know, because I don't know, all of you were really dying to know, I was listening under my true name, Yo-In-Kyup.
I know! You harmonized. You guys should be backup singers. That was beautiful, you guys.
Zua frowns, so she must not like having anything in common with Kurisu. She cleared her throat and continues.
CERN's still a research institution in 2036. The world is actually ruled by CERN's secret backers, the Committee of 300.
The Committee of 300, they're real. That name was in CERN's top secret documents.
But CERN successfully completed the time machine that became the sole entity with power over the fourth dimension, time. In just 2 years, they remade the world to serve their purpose.
Just 2 years. Fucking Skynet. I mean, CERN. That's only in objective time. I bet CERN's time travelers spent many decades leaping back and forth across history, building the foundation of CERN's rule.
That brings us to you, Makise Kurisu.
Zua glares at Kurisu.
In 2036, you're hypothesized as the found mother of the time machine. Hypothesized?
In Japanese, please.
Japanese, please. Hypothesized, as in revered, respected.
Keeps using unusual vocabulary, or maybe that's normal vocabulary in 2036.
Respected? Huh? I am? So what the fuck? I was just talking shit how much I fucking hated time travel at the beginning of this game. In 2010, you pioneered time leap technology. Afterwards, you contribute to the development of CERN's time machine. That's what I know about. That's what I know about Makise Kurisu.
Is that why she treats Kurisu like an enemy? Then I must be the father of the time machine, right?
NicoB Rataru was a terrorist in 2036. You're pretty infamous.
Oh shit! Sweet! What? Seriously? I'm a terrorist in the future?
I helped CERN build their time machine? I don't believe it. CERN experiments on people against their will. They're a disgrace to scientists everywhere. I would never collaborate with them. But that's how it is in the future.
I'm guessing maybe when they kidnap her, they force her to work on it or something. I guess. And then she just kind of goes with it. I don't know.
How did the future me explain herself? We never met. By 2036, you're all dead. Sorry. Because I fucking killed you, bitch! Ah! Well, that's just great. That's fucking comforting. I don't even make it to 50. In my time, there are two kinds of people. Those who live extremely long lives and those who die young, under suspicious circumstances. People who act against CERN are erased. They erased me?
Zua looks into Kurisu's eyes. For once, she's not glaring at Kurisu.
Maybe you were being used by CERN too. Maybe they took your parents hostage and forced you to work on the time machine. No, does that mean Mom is in danger?
Kurisu's mother is in America. It's not terribly difficult to imagine CERN kidnapping her while Kurisu's away. After all, I watched him wake and kill Mayuri in cold blood. Rounders. What's that? CERN's private army or something like that. Zua nods.
On paper, they're an independent technology research firm. In reality, they do the dirty work for CERN all over the world.
According to Moeka, they have two chief duties. First, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's secret database. Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time travel and force them to cooperate with CERN, or eliminate them if they will not.
So they already exist. I thought they might. In my time, they're our #1 enemy.
Dirty work? Does that mean, like, kidnappings and assassinations? So it looks to me with a question in her eyes. I shake my head.
My time, yes, but I don't think they've reached that level in this time yet.
Daru was visibly relieved. Dude, it's gonna happen eventually. I wouldn't be like that relieved.
But Mane-san, you said that most of what you said posted what as John Teeter was true, right? Right? Does that mean you know how the universe works? You claim that the Everett Wheeler model, the many-world interpretation, is correct. That was a lie. I came fly so that CERN wouldn't target me. If I mix in one line to the truth and back, then the bad apple spoils the barrel.
That's funny.
So you don't know. I do. By 2036, scientists have successfully modeled the structure of the universe, and it's not the many worlds interpretation. Really? Tell me.
Attractor fields.
Right. I told you about mail, didn't I? What sort of model is that? The universe is made up of world lines and attractor fields.
Sue walks over to Miyuri's sewing table and picks up a ball of red yarn. Oh, that's right. It's because she was the one that called NicoB the Messiah, right? Oh yeah, that was you. Fuck, that scared the balls out of me, just so you know.
Sorry, my bad. I was just really excited, okay?
She holds one end of the yarn and drops the ball on the floor, then holds about a meter of yarn in front of her face.
The universe is like this piece of yarn. Countless possible worlds exist side by side, branching out to infinity. From a distance, it looks like a single string, but when you look closer, the string is actually made up of individual threads woven together. At the end, those threads converge on a single point. The paths are different, but the destination is the same. Isn't that determinism?
Let's see what that is. The school of philosophy that states that every event is predetermined by previous events. The past is predetermined by the present determines the future, even though we may think that we are active of our own free will. In truth, we are only following a predetermined path. Ugh. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's pretty much like fate, essentially. That's kind of in my opinion, kind of a shitty way of looking at it, 'cause it's like, that kind of sucks. I don't feel like I'm not, like, controlling anything. Those who subscribe to determinism often cite the thought experiment of Laplace's demon. What? Laplace's demon? For an intellectual which at a certain moment would know all the forces that are set in nature in motion, in all positions of all items of which nature is composed. Nothing would be uncertain, and the future is just like the past would be present before its eyes. Pierre Simon Laplace. Interesting. That's a cool quote. It's like, but you would have to know how people would act, right? I mean, that's knowing not just all items, all people, and how people are complicated, you know? But I don't know. I mean, but if someone actually had that ability, I suppose you could. I guess.
Close. So this model's a little looser. You could say it cherry picks from the many worlds interpretation and the Copenhagen interpretation.
The branches all lead to the same place. Doesn't that mean there's only one world in the end?
Exactly. The bundle of world lines that share a point of convergences is called an attractor field. There are also many attractor fields. The string is attractor field alpha. The threads are alpha world lines.
So it then cuts meters of length of blue, yellow, and white yarn.
Blue is beta, yellow is gamma, and white is delta. Each is made up of countless beta world lines, gamma world lines, or delta world lines.
Twist the different colored strings together, then stretch them out as one fat multicolored string.
Attractor fields are superpositioned like this. In each attractor field, the world lines converge on a different result. They don't interact, each attractor field is independent of the others. Of course, they all diverge from a common point somewhere in the past, so they will all converge again at some point in the future, but that takes many hundreds of years. You can think of attractor fields as very long world lines.
Wow, that's kind of wild. That's an interesting perspective on it. So, eventually things diverge, but in the end, they'll eventually come back together again. It's like, ooh, that'd be kind of wild, actually. Like, it's like you really think about that. It's like, how's that possible? You think something happened that's dramatic enough that it would just, change the future entirely? Like a post-apocalyptic world or whatever, and then. But what if that event never happened? I guess they're saying that event would eventually happen anyway. Can you compare it to an eroge? Teach me your erotic one.
There's no erotic one here.
No, he's right. It's like an eroge. Each heroine's route is an attractor field, and the small choices within are the individual word lines. At the end, they all enter the true route for the grand ending. The only difference is the length of the common parts. By the way, I choose a little sister's attractor field. Thanks, Daru. Okay, great, Daru. Whatever.
You guys are hopeless. Better do something quick. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Just ignore them.
Let me get this straight. The reason I can't save Miuri is that her death is the event upon which this tractor field converges. Oh. Whoa, that's wild. But that means the world really is killing Miuri. But then, isn't it impossible to change the future? It always converges in the end, right? No matter what you do, the result is the same. That's right. That's why Miuri dies no matter how many times I leap.
We have to escape the attractor field alpha.
Escape?
In other words, we're going to jump to a world line in attractor field beta. I thought attractor fields couldn't interact.
Is this where the divergence comes in, where I have to make a divergence something so great, at like it was saying, like a 1.0 divergent rate, and then I jump to a new, like to beta or something. That's what I'm thinking.
Attractor fields are normally separate, but if we go to the instant that they diverge.
Oh, I see.
The instant diverge? Is that now? I was taught that a major divergence occurs in 2010.
Oh, okay.
This year, an Earth-shattering event called divergence at the attractor field level. The last time such divergence occurred was in the year 2000, before that in 1991. What happened those years? Best to change the face of the world.
The Y2K thing, maybe? Is that...
Huh? 1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union.
Oh, 1999 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks.
The year 2000 problem.
I knew it! The Y2K! Y2K, but that was just hype. Nothing happened.
That's because the world line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't occur.
So in other words, there are worlds where it did occur? Yeah, I mean... That would have been pretty bad if it had actually happened. It was kind of funny. I remember we were all just like, when Y2K, like, so when it hit 2000, we were like, I think everyone was like on the edge of the seat, like, and then nothing happened. And we were like, oh. It's like I think like everything, because all the computers' times were gonna change. And no one, apparently I guess we didn't set computers up ready for 2000 or whatever. I don't know. I never really totally understood why that was like gonna fuck everything into oblivion, but you know. All of a sudden the computers are like, I don't know what goes be after 1999. There are worlds where it did occur.
And that brings us to 2010. Did something big happen this year? What else could it be?
Oh, the creation of the time machine. The time leap machine. Zua looks towards the development room.
But the creation of humanity's the first time machine. Oh yeah! Wow! We're really cool! We did it, guys! One more question.
Risu keeps plowing ahead. Guess that makes her a scientist.
These world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they?
I mean, they have no interaction with one another, right? Just want to confirm that's what it means. Universe exists separate from ours. It's believed that some parallel worlds may be strikingly similar to ours, even containing duplicates of ourselves. Kind of like that, did you ever see that episode of Futurama where they did that, where they went inside the box they weren't supposed to open? It was I think it was a parallel world, but like, contained different things, like just small changes to people, like Bender was all of a sudden gold or whatever, and, Fry and Leela got married, and stuff like that. So I think it's sort of the same thing.
No, ultimately, they're just possibilities that exist simultaneously. Then how do you observe the differences between world lines? Wouldn't you need a god's eye view to do that? Normally, however...
Zua looks at me. Don't tell me! Reading Steiner?
Is that what you call it? Gabber and Tara, you have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct?
Yeah.
That's the key. Your power is the key to freeing the world from CERN's rule. That's why I called you the Messiah, and I'm really pumped about it. You have the power of a god.
My power?
If you escape Attractor Field Alpha and reach a beta world line, then the result will change.
I feel a shiver of excitement. Ooh! So there's hope. I can save Mayuri. Zua nods firmly. I see. Okay, so the one that where Mayuri just dies no matter what is just this one world line, right? But if I go to another world line, I just have to make a big divergence, something so big that it would change to the world line where she doesn't die, I guess. And I must do it. I have no choice.
Wait a second.
Risu, however, is not so enthusiastic.
How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san's just making stuff up? What? I'm not making stuff up! You shut up! Calm down, I'm not trying to pick a fight. But I still have questions. One, how do you know about Akabe's power? Two, how did you know Akabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010? Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017?
Oh,
Don't you know a little too much?
So whenever I see someone change expressions, I always assume that's them talking next sometimes, and sometimes it isn't.
Do you know it's too much for someone born in 2017?
She has a point. Everyone looks at Zua.
It was written in Dad's will.
His will?
What do you mean? His will was what made me decide to time travel. My dad was one of the founding members of the Resistance. He hid from CERN and researched time travel on his own. He wanted to change the future, but CERN killed him. That's why I'm here, to fulfill his dream. I'm sorry.
Zua doesn't look at Risu. He still seems to have a grudge against her. There's something else about Kurisu, I think, that pissed her off. Maybe she was responsible some way with her father's death. Kurisu would never actively cooperate with CERN. I know that, but I just can't say it in front of Suzuha. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kurisu as responsible for the problems of the future. Oh, okay, well, okay. I see. But if that's the case, why doesn't Suzuha just kill Kurisu? Wouldn't that change the future too? Maybe she can't. Well, there was a timeline, right, where she did die. Where lines converge. No matter how hard I struggle, Miyuri dies. Something it may be impossible for Suzuha to kill Kurisu no matter how much she may want to. Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject.
Akihabara 2010. The time machine created here accelerates CERN's own time machine research. We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
Stop it? How?
CERN
already knows about us. That's clear from Moeka's attack.
Dad believed that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine.
An email? It wasn't because they caught us hacking. Like I said, nobody can catch my hacking. Nobody!
Which email are you talking about? Oh, I know. Was it the email? Green said that Chris-chan died?
Yeah. Right, the email I sent to Daru right after Dr. Nakabachi's conference. Whoa, so that was what caused the whole fucking world to fuck up?
Oh, that.
But again, how did I do that? I wasn't attached to the phone wave or anything, right? Back then, we hadn't yet realized that phone wave exchange was a time machine.
CERN probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
They were already onto us back then. And think of it, the first time I met Moeka was the day after I sent that email. We really jumped in the deep end, huh?
She's good at the breaststroke. Cause I got the breast for it.
Alright then, do a sexy underwater pose. But how do they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day.
CERN used the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to time travel research worldwide. What the hell is that? Echelon, indeed!
That's Chunbyu? What? Then why is she saying it? According to the conspiracy theories, Echelon is an advanced signals interception system based in the US and operated by the National Security Agency. However, American authorities have never publicly admitted to Echelon's existence, and no proof that it exists has ever been found. Participating countries allegedly include the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, but not France. I like how why would they add that in there? What? They could have just said they could have just not included France, but they just said, but not France. As an ally of the US, Japan can allow the construction of domestic Echelon stations in exchange for access to the intercepted data. The Elephant Cage antenna array, located at Misawa Air Base in Aomori, Japan, is rumored to be one such station. These stations are said to intercept, collect, and analyze a wide range of signals, including private cell phone transmissions. Sounds like the thing we have about like the government like having access to everybody's calls and emails and shit. Echelon, it really exists. As an expert on conspiracies, I understand the implications, and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Suzuha's saying, though.
Echelon sees everything. Any transmission that even hits a time travel is filtered and sent to CERN.
For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future.
We need to find the record of that email in CERN's database and delete it. If you do that, then CERN will never know you exist. The time machine won't be complete in 2034, and if we're lucky, the program may be shut down entirely.
In other words, deleting that data will take us to the attractor field where CERN doesn't build a time machine. There wasn't any data like that when we hacked CERN's database.
The IBM 5100.
Oh! Of course, CERN's IBM 5100 database.
It's probably where they store the data from Echelon.
So that's what it is. Damn it, Dar! Why didn't you use the IBM 5100 earlier? We never had one? Oh, yeah, right. What are you talking about? I got one, remember? Huh? Right, that was on a different world line. Fuck my balls. I can't keep track of this shit. On this world line, I never found the IBM 5100.
My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBM 5100.
You have one, so it shakes her head.
I'm going to 1975 to obtain one.
1975, the year the IBM 5100 went to market. I know because John Teeter in 2000 said that was his mission. Was that John Teeter's Suzuha 2? Anyway, Suzuha can get it as an IBM 5100, then we can leave this. I see, so that probably was her then. If Sua can get us an IBM 5100, then we can leave this attractor field and jump to a beta world line where CERN never finds us and their time machine is never completed. Mayuri won't have to die. Alright, we need to move fast. How soon can you leave, Suzua?
I was trying to leave when you called me, but I need some plutonium.
Damn it! Better call Marty McFly and Doc. So bows her head apologetically. I look at her burnt hand. She's hiding it from Yuri and Daru, but I can see the blood stain my handkerchief. It hurts to look at. Maybe we should get her to a doctor. Right, your time machine's broken. But how did she left? At one point, there was a time where that satellite just disappeared.
Can you fix it? No, I just ride it. My dad's the one who built it. I memorized the manual, so I know it works, but...
Doesn't mean she knows how to repair it, and there's no guarantee that time machine from 2036 can be repaired with today's technology.
Maybe we can use the time machine to go back before Mane's time machine broke.
Wait, you're going to use a time leap machine? Wasn't it the plan? Wasn't it the plan not to experiment? Seven told Dara about my time leaping. There's no time to explain. We'll use it if the situation demands. Do you know when it broke, Suzua?
No, but it was probably the rain a few days ago. It's supposed to be airtight, but the inside was all wet when I checked it today.
Oh, that's right. Oh, because when she did leave that one time, it was actually right when that rainstorm started, right? 'Cause she ran off after not being able to see her dad, and then she disappeared. And that was like right when the rainstorm started. And then the following day, we're like, the satellite disappeared. So, oh, I see. Maybe you made a hole when you crashed the radio Kaiken?
That wasn't a crash. The coordinates were slightly off, so it just appeared there.
Just phased in fucking existence there.
It's not exactly the most stable machine.
Anyone remember when it rained?
The morning of the 10th, just before dawn.
Time machine can only cover 48 hours in a single leap. The time leap machine was completed today, the 13th at 2 p.m. That means we can't go farther back than 2 p.m. on the 11th. Damn, we can't get there. Can't get there with the time leap machine. I thought we had a glimmer of hope. I think we should try to fix it.
Yeah, it's a time machine, so we have plenty of time, right? That doesn't make it a same.
Greases Zua and I say nothing. We know. In less than 2 hours, Miri will die. Oh yeah, that's true. That too. I just thought it was funny the way she said it, though. It's already 5:30. It's barely enough time to sneak into Radio Kaiken, let alone fix Suzua's time machine. Maybe she should leave now to 2 p.m. on the 11th, and we'll have 2 full days to fix the machine. You're all hungry, aren't you? You should be. What's this all of a sudden?
He's hungry.
Expected from a glutton. I take a 10,000 yen bill out of my wallet. Yuri, Darl, I'll leave the shopping to you. Wink. And come over with a plan while we eat.
Well, agree. What are we gonna do with all this money?
Buy food. Lots of it. Use it all. You just calmly hand over a 10,000 yen bill? Wow, Green, you make it look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. That's why we're horny for you. I mean, what? Yuri and Dar leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work. Christina, Teeter.
Teeter, is that me?
Who else?
Why you call me that now?
You're the one behind Teeter's mask.
Well, yeah, but just give up. Kabi really calls anyone by their name. Oh yeah, he always calls me part-time warrior for some reason. I thought that was funny.
Listen, you two, I'm going to leave at 2 p.m. on the 11th. After Teeter explains herself again, we'll start repairs on the time machine. Our goal is to have it working by this time today.
Is that the best plan?
It's better than trying to fix it when we only have 2 hours left. If it doesn't work, I'll just keep repeating the same 2 days.
I'm sorry.
Teeter, we're counting on you to get us an IBM 5100. Never forget, I'm not doing this for you, and I'm not doing it for the future. My mission is to save Miuri. Call me self-righteous if you want. However, I'm doing this my way. Here's Suzu. Give an encouraging nod in agreement. Good, then let's begin.
You're not going to name the operation?
Who cares about that? This isn't a game. Yuri's life hangs in the balance.
You couldn't find a good Norse mythology-themed name? Why Norse mythology? I don't think there's a deep meaning behind it, but Jinbyu patients just love dramatic names for some reason. Now you mentioned it, most of our operations name the resistance have dramatic names too. Whenever I ask, to say it's tradition. So there's still a Jinbyu in 2036.
Cut the chatter! Yuri's life hangs in the balance. There's no time for this nonsense.
It's time to go back in time again.
Risa sets up the time leak machine while Sarah goes to turn on the 42-inch CRT. Well, before Miuri returns, I leap. Here we go again! Now, further back to Dane. I wonder if he's gonna feel really weird after this one, though, because this is kind of like really far back. When I come to, I'm staying with my phone in hand. While I wait for the ringing in my ears to subside, I check the date and the time on my phone screen. August 11th, 2:21 p.m. Alright, now I have 2 more days. As a matter of fact, I leapt twice. First to 2 p.m. on the 13th, and when the mission was completed, from there I leapt an additional 48 hours to 2 p.m. on the 11th. It was my first consecutive leap, but it seems to have gone well. I immediately head downstairs to see Suzuha. I'm relieved to see that her hand isn't burned. When I explain the situation, Suzuha races to Radio Kaken to confirm my story. After she realizes that I'm telling the truth, I take her back to the lab and have her repeat the explanation she gave us before I time leaped. Come to the conclusion that all we can do now is try our best to repair Suzuha's time machine. Let's go take a look. Dara was unusually enthusiastic. I guess Suzuha's talk of attractor fields of divergence and correcting history's mistakes got his blood pumping. And for some reason, he's got a massive erection.
Hold on, everyone.
Miuri stops us as we're about to leave the lab.
Guys, are we forgetting something?
Like what?
What about Suzu-san's dad?
Oh, right. Well, Suzuha was lying about that. But when I turned to her, she looks away.
That doesn't matter now, does it? It does too. I mean, it'll take time to fix the machine, won't it? We should help Suzu-san find her dad in the meantime. Right?
But I show reluctance, Miuri puffs out her cheeks.
Puffy face! Don't be like that, Okuri. You have to keep your promise.
What promise?
We promised, remember? We said we'd all look for Suzu-san's dad.
That's right. We sort of stay by promising to help look for her father. Yeah, I remember.
I know Suzu-san's a mission and stuff, but I think she also came because she really wanted to meet her dad. Maybe she wants to make that happen.
Miuri feels that strongly about it, there's no way I can refuse.
Gee, Miuri, you're such a nice girl. I love you.
Suzuha sniffles.
You're right. Thought I could find him if I came to this town. I know that he was in a Kia bar in 2010.
So your father's real?
Of course he is. At this age, he's probably still young and cool. It's hot as hell.
Guess again, I'm fat and I'm a nerd. Assuming it's me. His name was Beryl Teeter, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I mean, it's gotta be one of us, right? I mean,
Wow, a foreigner? No, I'm pretty sure he's Japanese. Beryl Teeter is his code name in the Resistance.
Ah, yeah.
I don't think he's using it yet.
That's why Suzuha called herself John Teeter.
I don't know his real name. Some daughter, huh?
So it looks like she's about to cry for an instant, but she quickly recovers with a bitter smile.
He died before he could tell me.
Hearing that, I realize how hellish the world she came from must be. What about your surname, Amane?
That was my mother's maiden name. So you have no leads? Leads? Oh, there is one thing.
Suzuha claps her hands together and starts patting her pockets. A few seconds later, she reaches into one and pulls out
a pin?
I've seen Suzuha fiddling with it before. Just a regular pin, the kind you stick on your hat or bag.
There's something written on it. It says...
It reads OSHM, asterisk, 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 A7010.
This belonged to my dad. A memento.
I don't know what that means. Google it, Daru. Daru runs a search, but only gets only incomprehensible foreign sites and a bunch of porn.
He was here to kill boss, so I think we can exclude the foreign sites.
Okay, got it. He narrows down a search to Japanese sites, but even then, none of the results look relevant. Porn, porn, and more porn. Nothing.
This has to be some kind of hint.
Suzuha's permission, I take a picture of the pin.
Okay, all in favor of helping Suzu-san find her dad.
I want to argue that there's no time for that, but Miuri's right when she says that the time machine won't be ready for a while. There's no harm in letting her have her way. After all, there's no point in running, not even with 2 days head start. If I drag Miuri to the ends of the earth, we wouldn't be able to escape her death. I know that now. That's sad. No objections.
Thanks, Green.
Dar raises his hand in agreement. Says Kurisu. Decide, we'll help Suzuha find her father.
Everyone, thank you. But I want to be clear that my mission to 1975 comes first. That was my dad's final wish, after all.
So does that mean, did she have to stop here before she jumped to the 1975? Like, why did she stop here again? Because she wanted to see her dad first? Is that what, that's probably what it is, right? Yeah.
So we still haven't found by the time the repair's complete. I think we should give up. Is that okay? Are you sure? We still haven't found by then. It just wasn't meant to be.
It's a relief to hear Zua say that. So where do we start? Vendors are only hints, so we'll hit every store in Akiba that sells things like this. Maybe someone will know where it came from.
What kind of stores?
Akiba's full of niche stores where you can find strange and cool accessories. It's hard to sneak into Radio Kaiken in the daytime. There isn't a crowd out front like before, but pedestrian traffic remains constant. It takes about 30 minutes to find a way in. Risu is back at the lab working on the time leap machine. It needs to be completed by 2 p.m. on the 13th. If she's late, it could affect my ability to time leap, which would lower my chance of saving Yuri. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So that we managed to still stick with that. That's good. Speaking of Yuri, she wandered off somewhere in search of Suzua's father. How's it look? Called Adara was examining the flooded satellite, time machine, which Zua and I keep a lookout. Adara calls out of the machine. He's covered in sweat and his breathing is heavy. Which is no different from usual, actually. We clearly helped pull its huge body out. Time machine is completely visible from the street. If someone were to see us up here, they might report us to the police. It's been two weeks since the satellite appeared, but Akiba still has tourists who come to see it. We need to take care of it not to be noticed. You think someone would fucking move it by this point? It's been here for a week. Think a crane would come out and try to move the damn thing? It's a fucking satellite the size of a building. Is anybody working this building? It's so freaking hot in there. It's worse than a sauna. Spent too much time in there and I'll turn to a Daru jerky. By the way, it's not gonna fall or anything, right? Time machine's balanced precariously on the ledge, but the police have hooked up support wires, so Daru probably has nothing to worry about.
Can it be fixed?
Well, I still don't know for sure, but there's one thing I noticed just now. It's built kind of like the phone wave. That means there's a chance, right? I said I'm not sure. I need to poke around some more. Daru, super hacker. Everything depends on your skills now. You are the super hacker who will save the world. In 2036, people will worship you instead of Kurisu, the mother of the time machine. He's got to be the herd father then, if he's really the one who designed it. He sounds like he seems to be very adept at, making these things. It's hacker. How many times do I have to tell you? Anyway, you have 2 days. Do whatever it takes, Daru. This man Daru's shoulder and looks straight into his eyes. You're our only hope. No promises, man. And why 2 days? Well, because that's when Yuri will die. I can't say that. In 2 days, the weather conditions will be perfect for creating the ring
2 days of weather conditions will be perfect for creating the ring singularity. If we miss the window, we won't have another chance till next year.
Nice excuse, Zua. Precisely. Fix it in 2 days? That's just nuts. But if you do, you are on the right to a date with Ferris. Can you fix it? No problem. Great. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to convince Ferris. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna here for now, but I feel like we're really making progress. It's good that I'm glad that we got some answers about Suzuha. And now we got a fucking goal. Complete the time machine, find Suzuha's father, and save the future from itself. Yes. We can do it, Picky Penguins. I believe in us. Anyway, like if you enjoyed, subscribe now, become Picky Penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Until next time, guys, stay classy.